Hello my fellow gamers and welcome to round 2 of Group A. As promised, we're going to be going between the groups, round 1 for Group A, round 1 for Group B, then round 2 for Group A, round 2 for Group B on the following day. So we're going to be going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until all of the games have completed. So after an amazing first round by both groups, we're now digging into round 2 for Group A, where we've got some classic lineups lined up for this one. Lined up for this one. Well done, Shadow. So without further ado, we'll go straight into the first match, which is Professor Pone versus Raven, and this is Dark Elves versus the Empire. Now, what's really interesting about this is both these players won their games in the first round, so whoever wins this one will get a lead over the other. So it's quite an important first match. Let's jump straight to the field to see which units they brought. So, looking over the Empire army, a nice on-the-field deployment. We've got 2 Pistoliers at the front to do a bit of scouting. We've got a few Spearmen, 3 units of Spearmen, the shields, I believe that is. Yep. We also have an Empire Captain to lead the front line on... Is he on foot? Yes, he's leading the infantry. We've got some Swordsmen, some Flagellants, and we also have Sigmar's Sons. So, a Swordsman Regiment of Renown. On the back line, we do have a Knight of the Blazing Sun, 2 units of them, 1 on each side. We also have an Empire Captain on horseback. We then have the Royal Odds of Griffites, Demigriff Knight Regiment of Renown. And finally, 2 units of Outriders of Grenade Launchers. I do love them. And leading this force is Bev Sergelt on his Flying Magical Pegasus. So what have the Dark Elves brought? One flank, we have 1 unit of Dark Riders. On the other flank, we have a unit of Dark Riders and the Slashes Harvesters. So these are the Doomfire Warlocks Regiment of Renown. And they look very angry. I mean, what is he doing? Just trying to figure out what he's doing. I don't know if he was slitting his wrist, having a drink. I'm not sure what he's doing. Just having a good time at the back, I suspect. But the main force over here, guys, as you can see, is already advancing. We have 5 units of Dread Spears, 4 at the front, 1 as a reserve. We also have 2 units of Executioners, 1 from being the Regiment of Renown, the Blades of the Blood Queen. We then have 1 unit of Witch Elves, Regiment of Renown, which is the Sisters of the Singing Doom. And I've noticed, has anyone actually looked at the abs on these friends? They're quite terrifying. That's mighty abs there. We also have a group of Harpies of support, and of course Malekith on his dragon, who is currently going the wrong way. Not entirely sure there. I have heard, apparently, rumour, sometimes Malekith likes to call the dragon Betsy. Would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Is that correct, or does he have other names for the dragon? Or is that a proper name? I assume it's Betsy. That's what I've heard, so we're going to go with that. Right, so we can go straight to normal speed now. Don't have to faff around with explaining the tournament. There's 2 armies that are going to kill each other. It's great. Just looking, I've noticed that the Dark Elves don't actually have any range. So both can just fly above, have a look. We got the Pistoliers getting in position. They're going to do a bit of harassment. Oh, I believe that's a bit of shearing doom. But that was a bit of a... Oh, he ran into it! Oh, no! He actually ran back into it. Oh, that was not good. Front lines all lined up, ready to go. Pistoliers doing a bit of harassment. Now that Malekith has seen that there's nothing behind to worry about, he's moving forward. Because Bev Sergelt has been a bit of a pain. The Witch Hunters, though, what are they? Half strength? Yeah, about half strength now. Knights of the Blazing Sun have been caught by the Dark Riders, but, I mean, these guys would just dominate them. This is light skirmish cavalry versus heavy magical cavalry. Yeah, that's going as well as expected. If we go over to the main line now, we've got the grenade launchers being fired. We've got the Empire moving, the cavalry moving to get the flank. Got these guys moving back a bit and luring these in. Oh, what a hit! Get a beautiful hit in there. Spearmen are now charging in. Flagellants charging because they won't break. Swordsmen getting in there as well. Got some Spearmen on the flank here. Malekith was helping these guys out. What's this being dropped on them then? Ah, so Stealer. Makes sense as they pick away at Malekith. Harpies are coming in now. Probably going for Bev Sergelt. The Dark Riders also have got a rear charge into the Outriders, which is not good, including the Slashes Harvesters. You can tell which one are the Warlocks because there's purple fire everywhere. So they've defeated that wing of the cavalry. Malekith's just getting shot at the moment. And Balthasar, though, has been swarmed by harpies. The captain's been caught out as well, but the Blazing Sons have now got in there. Got some more, more Oddolf Griffards getting in there, but they have got Word of Pain dropped on them. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. Balthasar is getting absolutely wiped out at this point. The Dark Elves, the Witch Elves, have actually beaten this flank, but they're too busy chasing it. And there goes the, I've forgotten what the buff is now, but the Dark Elf buff, where they just get a buff on everything because Dark Elf. Balthasar Gelt, though, is routing, and the Harpies are just going to chase him up. So now we've got this front line and a dragon, nearly at full health. The cavalry's been dealt with quite nicely, but the Griffites need to get on there. Oh, Spearmen have immediately broken. Yep, all the cavalry's getting in there, but you gotta be careful. Executioners, Armor Piercing, Dread Spears, and Anti-Large, and a dragon. It's a dragon. The Empire's winning on this front. We do have a Malekith ability going down here. Oh, look at them all go flying. But it looks like the Empire are winning this centre battle, but the Dark Elves have won this battle. The Witch Elves are doing a bad job actually charging in. Oh, this would be funny. Unarmoured women against fully mailed armoured knights. But, of course, that has made them enraged, which is probably what he wanted. Move forward, though, is the Pistoliers to do some more harassment. Got some rallying going on here. But bounce power is still quite equal, I want to say. But the dragon, there's the Nox's Breath straight in the back. But they have shattered the Sisters of the Singing Doom, which is good. And there's a lot of cavalry here. A lot of cavalry, a lot of mobility. They should be able to pick the fights they want to fight. Sons of Sigma and all that, they've won this battle, so the Executioner's going for them. The Executioners should win this, but you do have an Empire Captain and Flagellants helping. But the Dragon's now getting in there. And where are the Griffites? That's the big question. Oh, they are in there. Grenade launchers, could you stop hitting your own cavalry? Oh no! You've made your own guys break because of the bombs. Empire Captain, see, Pistoliers are doing alright, but the Executioners are getting a hit on them, so they're going to be, yeah, immediately wavering and breaking. And another Soul Stealer dropped on them. But we do have the Dread Spears here, broken. Yeah, I can imagine how you feel about that. The Empire are winning this battle, and it looks like the Empire are probably going to try and mop up the ground here. But all the infantry, cavalry is being mopped up by this one unit of Executioners and a Malekith on a dragon. I mean, Malekith on his own, it's quite scary. Malekith on a dragon, Betsy is terrifying. We do have some Harpies over here. I think they are coming back now. More Knights of the Blazing Sun coming in. But Malekith has taken quite a bit of damage, and there is Pistoliers who are doing a lot of damage. Just standing back and shooting, which is always good. Yeah, as expected, the Empire have forced everything on this one unit. The Executioners have actually been forgotten. They need to be in the fight when they can. And these guys need to now get back in here, deal with these Dread Spears and that. Oh, Malekith is actually stealing health from the Dread Spears to get more magic. But he has taken a lot of damage. How much health has he got? 2,000 health left. That's not a lot for Malekith. Executioners on the move. We do have the Executioners over here and the Harpies causing problems. But they are because... Will you stop grenading your own guys? But it has made them break. There we go. Fantastic. So now they've got to deal with the Executioners. You do have the Dark Riders over there, which are going to be a bit of a pain. Some Spearmen being a pain over here. And Malekith is coming in to deal with the infantry. He wants to deal with all of this. So then his dragon can focus just on the cavalry. This is a brave captain. I mean, he's dead now, but he's a brave captain. He's not dead just yet, because Flagellants won't break, and the captain should be able to hold his own. Okay, no, he's not doing too great. But, obviously, the Empire are dominating on this side. This, yeah, the Knights of the Blade side. Oh, they have actually made them break. That's fantastic. And the captain's coming back as well. So they should be able to do... And the Spearmen that broke over there have rallied. So this isn't... But it is saying it's in the balance of the Dark Elves, and that's probably because they've got this regiment for now, and there's infantry, Malekith on a dragon, a lot of the ammunition, and a lot of these guys are in bad health. There we go, they've now shattered the Executioners. So we got, how much cavalry's left? Because they start about the same number, 182 cavalry versus 147. You do have some Spearmen over there, about 37. This brave captain who's just got eaten by a dragon. That's sad. We do have the Harpies as well, but I think this is all he's got for now, the Dark Elves. Oh, Dark Riders come back. We do have some Spearmen. Knights of the Blazing Sun. These guys are going to take some pot shots where they've got the health to armor to do so. Is he just going to... Ah, the grenade launch. Still aim at this. Oh, this is not what you want. Is a load of grenades and you're tired for... I mean, these are very tired. They've had a hard time. But Malekith is pretty fast. So, and he's got straight for the captain. Get rid of that leadership. Deal with that problem. We do have the War Ardor Griffites getting in there with the anti-large and armor piercing. Trying to deal with Malekith. Grenade launchers are falling back so they can do some hit and runs on the Executioners. Nice hit there, but it wasn't enough. Now we've got more cavalry coming in to deal with Malekith, but the Executioners are getting in there. And we do have Malekith on quite a lot of health still. Well, he's lost half the health he had before, but these guys are getting quite terrified. Oh dear, and the Dark Riders have snuck up on the grenade launch. The skirmish mode wasn't enabled, and they've been called by that. And suddenly, all of the Knights are running away. Some brave Spearmen running in. Probably going to run away again. Knights blame Sotek. But these Executioners are holding their ground. They're starting to run. Malekith is getting out of there. And it looks like, yeah, Professor Pone with his Dark Elves and Malekith on the Dragon terrify the Empire off the field. Even though they barely had anything left. That was stupidly close game, that one. So let's have a look. So... both Sotek did quite good at the beginning, but as soon as the Harpies focused on him and then Malekith went after him, he just needed to run, and unfortunately he didn't get away quick enough and he got shot down really quickly. Loved the captain, especially being they both got 13 kills each. Knights of the Blazing Sun, the cavalry play here was absolutely brilliant. Completely outplayed a lot of Professor Pone's stuff, but with the heavy infantry, with the dragon, it was just really difficult for them to deal with, especially being they took so much damage from the Dread Spears. The Dark Riders did a great job harassing. So did the Doomfire Warlocks, did a great job harassing. Frontline, interesting one. Lots of Spearmen. I would have probably gone Swordsman, but it's an interesting pick. But then again, it did have the bonus versus the Cavalry and Malekith. And they did seem to be winning against the infantry spearmen as well, which is pretty good. So guys, there is your first match. We'll now move on to round 2. Sorry, second battle of round 2 of Group A, which is Loremaster of Sotek versus Jonna on occasion. Now this is a classic matchup because these two have played each other a lot in tournaments, in you know, campaigns and all sorts. These guys have played each other a lot. So it's going to be a very interesting game. Loremaster Sotek using the Vampire Counts, and Jonna on occasion is using the Beastmen. First shown for the Beastmen, I believe, in this tournament. And they're playing in Eschen, I believe that's pronounced. Eschen? Something like that. Yeah. Let's just get there. We'll get there and figure it out. Starting with Loremaster Sotek then, and his Vampire Count. We have got some Skeleton Warriors. 2 units of them, I believe that is. Oh no. So we've got a unit of Skeleton Warriors here. Got some Graveguard with great weapons. The Sternsmen, which is the Graveguard Regiment for now. Over here we then have the Stalkers, I'm just going to call them. Regiment for now for the Skeleton Warriors. Some Graveguard with great weapons. And then just some standard Graveguard because he didn't want to get more skeletons. I understand. We also have some Skeleton Spearmen at the back here. A couple of units for any flanking and reserves. We do have this little puppy. Valgolf. Yeah, that one. We need names for these guys. Look at them dribbling. He's so adorable. We also have some Crypt Ghouls there as a reserve. And of course, we do have a Blood Draken of Vampire Lord. Oh, very nice. Very nice there. Also at the back, we have got a Necromancer. And we've got some Blood Knights hidden in the woods. Just to deal with any shenanigans that Jonna might bring. Which we know Jonna does. Jonna does a lot of shenanigans. So... this should make it easy because there was one big horde. We got 2 Razor Gourd herds. Gore herd, I believe, with shields. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. We have 2 units of Chaos Spawn, which is interesting. I guess it's because they are fearless, aren't they? And do quite a bit of damage. Oh, wow. Look at that face. That is, yeah, that's a facial radio, that is. We also have 2 Chaos Giants. And we have a Ghoul Boar a Brave Shaman of the Wild, and a Beast Lord. So we're coming out with some really unique armies in this match. Very nice. But yeah, as you can see, pretty much an open field for the whole battle. It's a few scattered woods, a few hills, but neither of them have range. Yeah, that's the main thing. There's only one flyer, but none of them have range. And not much cavalry either. One unit there, and then you got the Razor Gores. I guess you can count them as cavalry. So, opponents, I love this. That's going to go straight into each other. And it's going to be glorious. Let's get some good cinematics here with the Giant and the Spore. Oh, yeah, that's what we want. In comes the Scale Spawn, and boom, straight into these Scales and Warriors. And that's going to shot. Look at the bodies all go flying. Not sure what this guy's doing, but the Ghoul Ball's getting there. There goes a Lance Chaos Burst straight in the middle of all those characters. We do have the Horn of the First Beast, so leadership melee attack, but then they've got the Helm of Discord dropped to them as well. But this is a complete mess. We also got spares being dropped over it. Oh, he's got behind. He's got behind. That's where he likes it best. So. We got some enraged going, but the Blood Knights have done a nice charge, and then they're running around, and Loremaster Sotek's doing a great job getting behind them. Do as much damage as he physically can, but we do have some Skeleton Wars already breaking. They've already gone to Bloodlust, and what's going on over here? Everything's going on here, guys, just everything. I don't even think it's worth me commentating. I'm just going to go in cinematic mode and just, I mean, you got dragons, you got giants, you've got warp spawn, you got Blood Knights into the rear. You got undead, you got mutated goats. It's all here, guys. If this tournament is anything, it provides everything you want for entertainment. This is insane. I should probably slow down the camera angle, should I? Or should I? Go over here. We've got some beastmen trying to deal with the Vargolf, but he's being a right pain right now. As you see, Chaos Spawn doing really good, but against Graveguard, the Graveguard I would have thought would slaughter them. But this flank seems to be doing alright. I mean, you do have the great weapons here, which is probably not great. We do have a Necromancer just hidden in the woods there. And it looks like we do have Beastmen starting to run, including the Brave Shaman, who's routed completely. We're going to run for it. We've got Razor Gore Herds, we've got the Gore Herds going, but don't worry, we still have the Giants. That's the important thing. We've got one unit of Chaos Spawn, which is holding this whole flank now. Because the Giants and the Gorball, they're all going for the Vampire, which makes most sense. They've got anti-guards, they're not really bothered by the Terror. They just want to get rid of him, because then the leadership of the Undead will plummet. Now, this flank's not looking too good for the Beastmen either. Jonna is struggling, so I suspect Chaos Spawn. Oh no, the little puppy's getting scared. Aww, so Loremaster Sotek, being the good owner that he is moving him away. And then he's got to chase down some easy target. Chaos Spawn, there's one holding 3 units. One model. There was one model holding 3. The Vampire Lord can just sit back and just watch the action go. The Blood Knights have pretty much been wiped out at this point. But that's fine, because now we've got Graveguard coming in. We've got some Crypt Ghouls, which are probably just going to run away. And we've got some Graveguard and Skeleton Spearmen. This is not what Jonna wanted. Now, most of his infantry's gone. The Dragon's doing a charge in against the Gorball, and then he'll probably make a run for it as well. This flank is slowly but surely collapsing under the Undead's push. The Vampire count's pushing in there. And now it's just a bit of a mess, isn't it? It's just... If we can just get lots of big stuff and just smash it into one pit, that would pretty much be how it looks. Yeah, there's not much more to commentate. The left flank and the right flank's gone as well. Because look, all these undead are coming in. This is not looking good for Jonna on occasion. It looks like Loremaster Sotek may finally have it. After being the... Oh, and look at that blasters were straight in there. There is so much going on. Where's that Necromancer? He's still hidden up there. That's brilliant. If he came in, he could be healing. But look, we do have the upgrade going down. Valhall's Dense McCreeb, or whatever it is. So melee attack goes up. The giant dragons get in there as well. Gotta be careful. It looks like the Gorball's having enough. Same for the Beast Lord. Taking a lot. I mean, the vampire took a lot of damage there. He needs to be careful. He doesn't need to risk him. He's got all his minions to do that for him, including a lot of Graveguard. But no, he's going back in. Can he? Oh, he's after the Ghoul Ball, I believe, trying to break them. And it looks like the Ghoul Ball is going to waver and break. Giants are trying to do... oh, that's a nice hit. But the Ghoul Ball has broken now. The Beast Lord's probably going to follow soon after. And the Giants aren't... oh, flipping that. He's only got 968 health left. And he started to waver. Has he caused problems for himself? Because obviously if he goes, all this falls. But if he can keep back... they would probably be able to deal with the Giants. The morale is dropping. The Beast Lord is wavering, and I don't blame him. Got some more Beastmen coming in over there and over here. Oh, the puppy's back as well. That's the important thing. He's coming back now. For some, expansion power it is slightly in the vampire count's favour, but these Giants, they've got Apocalypse of Villains, so their leadership's up, their melee damage is up. Oh, he's immediately broken them, which of course then has forced a bubble over here where the Beast Lord is now, you know, regretting his life choices. The Giants are shaking because they've taken so much damage. And there's a dragon coming back in. Because of course there is. And boom, he's done a buff on all of them as well, so their defense goes up. In comes the puppy again. Fargolf getting in there, attacking the Giants. Giants are nearly being at this point, but look at the bodies piling up. They've really made a good camp for themselves. And we have some more Goreherd, bless them, are getting in there. But with the Horn of Discord, it's not good. It's not good. Loremaster Sotek being a lot more careful with his Vampire Lord, not just flying him above. That's all he needs to do, is just stay there. The Giants look like the Beast Lord has finally broken, and so have the rest. The Giants are now shattered as well. And there we go, guys. That is a win for Loremaster Sotek and his Vampire Count against Jonna on Occasion and his Beastmen. So, what was the decider for me? I think the key thing is the Graveguard. They were able to hack the Chaos Spawn down really quickly. The Goreherd just got surrounded. Well, Jonna went for a straight-on fight. Loremaster Sotek had a couple of units that he sent around the back and just charged into the rear, including the dragon, and hit again and again and again to break them. Because Beastmen don't have the best leadership, so break them, and then all that was left was some Giants and the characters, and of course even they started breaking in the end. So that's what I think it came down to. It was good infantry holding up against the Goreherds, and the flanking to break which ones he could, and then just surrounding the Giants, the bigger units, and wiping them out. Bit risky of the Vampire Lord. He could have a couple more swings from the Giants. He wasn't microing. He would have lost the Vampire Lord. At which point, it could have been the whole army fell apart. Really, at that point. I mean, they were struggling against the two Giants and the Ghoul Ball and the Beast Lord in the end. So yeah, had to be really careful. But he got him out when he needed, and yeah, caused so much damage. So yeah, that is another win for Loremaster Sotek, and unfortunately another loss for Jonna on Occasion. So the third and final match is Gojira against General Confusion. This is Greenskins against Vampire Counts. Oh, Vampire Coast, I apologise. I've got to get used to there's two vampires now. And this has been played at Doomgate. Ooh. Now the important thing to remember in this matchup, guys, is both of these lost the last game. So they're going to want to get the win here so they can then get the lead over the other. So we've had the two winners, and now we've had the two that have lost are going to battle each other to try and overtake each other. So let's move to the field of battle and see what they brought for the Greenskins and Vampire Coast. Starting with General Confusion and his Vampire Coast army. We have got, it's a nice spread out on the hill sort of a setup he's going for. He's going for the Tide of Scold, I believe that is. Zombie Pirate Hand, Deckhands Mob, Regiment of Renown. We do have some Deckhand Mob with pole arms over there for the anti-large. We have another normal Deckhands Mob and one with pole arms on the flank. We have got a unit in the middle of the Shadow Wave Gunners, which is the Deck Gunners Regiment of Renown. So Ghost Gunners, how cool is that? Though, do they technically have ammunition? I mean, it's not real. It's, yeah, that's a question. We also have the Count on his big walker thingy there. I forgot what they're called now. The Colossus, aren't they? They call them. The Necrofex Colossus. So we got one standard there, and we got the Count who's on his own one as well, which is very nice to see. We also have some zombie pirate gunnery mobs. We got some more deckhand mobs with pole arms. another group there, and another gunnery mob over there. But that's not all, guys. Hidden in the woods is quite a large group. Actually, we've got 3 units of the deck droppers, all with handguns. A nice bit of harassment there. And a bit of the scurvy dogs as well. You know, gotta have a bit of wolves. There's 2 of them there. 3 of the deckhands. Actually, is there 3 wolves? Sorry? Yeah. So my apologies. There are 3 wolves and there's 3 deck droppers. And they're all hiding in the woods, which is impressive being there flying. The orcs, the main unit they've got is Night Goblin Shaman and some Night Goblins. The Regiment of Renowned, what are these called? It's not the AP unit, it's the other one, isn't it? It doesn't come out of their name. It's a glitch with it. I can't remember what they're called now. It could be the Boss's Boys or something like that, I think they're called. Does it come up with... No, it doesn't even come out with the name there. But yeah, I think it's like... Yeah, they're unbreakable. So, that's all he's got on the main field. But that's invisible. So that doesn't count. Over here is the main push of the greenskins. So we've got some goblins that have been chevroned up. For guys that don't know about this, for the people that don't know, if you chevron a goblins up to 3 silver, they have the same stats as an orc boy, about the same cost, if not cheaper, and have better shields. So that's why a lot of people do that. We then have a nice wave of savage orcs. 2 savage orcs and a group of savage orc biggins for that anti-large. We also have the forest goblin spider riders over there. Got some savage orc arrow boys and the rusty arrows. Always a pick for the greenskins. This force is led by Asgard the Slaughterer. Oh, on foot as well. That's different. And he's got a goblin big boss on a spider. It's interesting that he's on foot. Must have been trying to save those few coins for more fun stuff. And I think there's some greenskins getting ahead. Yeah, look at this. And of course, it is the nasty skokers because they're nasty and they're skoking ahead before I can even see that they're there. I believe that covers this flank. Yep, savage orcs with archer support. Hang on, is there no... Yeah, that's the spider riders. We're good, we're good. Main unit at the front. And look, you've got all orcs here as well in the corners. The orcs are everywhere in this one. We have some more savage orc arrow boys. Got some savage orc biggins. And then just some standard savage orcs, 2 units, and then a group of goblins with the chevrons. Now I'm a bit concerned. He's got to be careful. He's quite close to the edge. If he sees them, that ruin the entire plan. We have some more nasty skokers getting into position here. And also in the corners, we have more nasty skokers. And some more nasty skokers. These are Regiment Renowned. He severed them right up to... I think that's triple bronze there. So that's quite a lot of chevrons put into them. But the Vampire Coast, they're kind of sat here waiting for the attack to happen. They know... I mean, he can't see anything. Let's go remember, from his point of view, they can't see a fin. Now, the enemy, the orcs do outnumber him by about 400 units. But we do have flyers and a lot of guns. We should be alright. Scurvy dogs, if they catch this unit, they will rip them up. And I think he is suspecting something's going on because he can't see anyone. Can't see the guys in front, can't see the guys... Which is great. This is going to neglect the... there you go. They've been spotted. Everything's going for them. Their leadership breaks, starts taking damage before they even take any damage. But... Oh, smoke bombs have been dropped. But I don't think the wolves really care. The scurvy dogs, sorry. They're just going to wipe them out quite nicely. Good job there. That's one threat dealt with. The thing is, they've all this fancy deployment with the nasty skokers and that in the corner. It's not going to help too much because they're in the middle. The greenskins finally showing themselves over here. Yep, and now shots will be... Oh no, they're not skokers, so they won't see these. So the greenskins can move up a little bit and kind of prod, scout, see what's going on. Because they've dealt with what's in this corner... They're probably expecting there's something in the other corner. Yeah, and as you can see, they're moving over now. And they're going to spot these nasty skokers and probably shut them down quite quickly. But the greenskins are going to have to move out eventually. And it looks like shots are already being fired by the Colossus. Got the Night Goblins moving up the centre. The skokers have been spotted and are being shot. But look at them go. They're so brave. We've got small daggers. Quick, take on the guys with massive polearms. It's got fine. And immediately, look at the damage they've taken. Fantastic. And there's another group here which they'll probably see and start shooting down. Oh, and look at these. Taking shots, aiming directly for Azrak the Slaughterer. Getting some good hits on there as well. Guys are moving into position now, but we do have an ability being dropped on these guys. What's that? Oh! We've got some deckhands mob just appearing and charging into the goblins from nowhere. That's going to slow that charge down. Night goblins moving in now against the deckhand mob. Two regiments for now going at each other. As you can see, the nasty skulls have been chased off. The scurvy dogs, look at this beautiful move in there. Around the savage orcs, and one group's going there. The palms moving forward. We do have the orc archers getting in there now. The deck droppers are now shooting in the main attack, which he believes is here. Got the Count and the Colossus on this flank. Nasty Skulkers coming in from the back here, but there's units ready for them. It's all good. And this is not a good move. We got the Savage Orc Arrow boys are wasting ammunition on this deckhand mob when there's far bigger things. And Azrag is being shot to bits. He only has 400 health left, and he's waved. Oh, that hurt. That was a full body from the Colossus, and that's him routing. Savage Orcs pushing up the hill now. The Greenskins are trying to push up, but it looks like it is going to... Oh, but we do... Oh, nice hit on the Count there. But if they can get rid of Azrak the Slaughterer, and he is nearly dead, 700 health, we've got the deckhand mob chasing after him, Nasty Skulkers trying to rally. Looks like those zombies finally got dealt with. And now the Savage Orcs, the Finnish Savage Orcs will do a lot of damage against these guys. The problem with this battlefield, and what these deck gunners are learning, is lots of hills get in the way of your shots. But they're getting some beautiful flank hits here. Look at this. Very nice. But because of the hill, they are struggling a bit. These guys have now started shooting into the Shaman. The Scurvy Dogs coming in to deal with the Gutter Runners. The deckhand mob chasing after the Arab boys. Look, the Rusty Arrows have just been broken apart there before they could do much. And Azarg is being chased down. The Orc Arab boys need to be shooting at something here. And we've got some goblins just sat here. There's some... I think the Greenskins are more focused on the left flank, and the Vampire Coast is focused on the right flank. Nasty Circles are being beamed from the flank. Rear there, so that's no longer a problem. In comes the zombie pirate deckhand mobs with the pole arm. And of course a lot of these are pretty full strength at the back. They've been kind of held back full reserve for this reason. Oh, and we've got abilities coming down now. Oh, there we go. I love the water effects there. Very nice. So the Savage Orcs are pushing forward. The deck droppers have gone a bit too far. There are some... Oh, I forgot about these guys. They've barely been involved. They are protecting the Slaughterer, but they can't really help against this. The Scurvy Dogs are coming after him as well. But some of them, yeah, need to come back. You don't need all of them there. You need to win the battle for the hill, but the two Colossus should help with that. Got Fanatics coming down now on this group here, wiping out the gunnery mob, and they're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way! Beautiful. Goblin Big Boss is being shot. He's trying to use the Wand of Jet, I believe that is, but yeah, he's getting shocked by the droppers. But the left flank has been won by the Greenskins. I say that, there's two units here, including a gunnery mob, which is really, really important. And these guys need to pull back, really, not worry about the Nasty Skulkers, because now it's all kind of getting into a moss pit here, and this is when the Greenskins will start excelling. If they're not careful, they will get swamped. The Count taking quite a bit of damage already. And they're not very good at close combat, these, I don't think. I mean, they cause fear and terror, which is good. But we do have some Savage Orcs charging into the Shadow Wave Duckers. But don't forget, guys, these are ghosts. So they've got loads of physical resistance, 75% to be exact. So unless they've got magical attacks, they're going to be barely touching them and causing terror. So those are gunners that can protect themselves, which is quite interesting to watch. Colossus getting in there. How's the Slaughter doing? Has he been taken out yet? I think so, yeah, he's being chased off the field. Oh no, he's rallying. And the regiments of Ananda, the Rusty Arrows. Where's the Scurvy Dogs gone? Scurvy Dogs are taking on the Savage Orcs, and then they're probably going to deal with the Spiders. Deal with that. Deck Droppers are coming back to support as well. These units need to get in here. We've got units all over the place. They should be getting involved. And again, more Savage Orcs charging into the Deck Gunners, Shadow Wave Gunners. And they are doing damage. But you see, they do more, these guys are brilliant. Really do think they're brilliant. They're terrified. 2 targets away. Oh! Oh, that was a good hit there. Good hit. There's a lot of orcs now, and goblins and greenskins, all fleeing for their lives. We do have these night goblins here, which I believe are the boss's boys or something on those lines. They are unbreakable, something to be aware of. Also, we've got the savage orc biggins, I believe, getting in there. Yep, and we've got some more savage. So if we keep hitting them with axes, even ghosts will eventually drop. And it's proven to be true, which is interesting. That's a fit. There goes Goblin Big Boss on the spider, trying to keep the guys rallied, get poison on the count. More guys coming in, but the deck droppers are here as support. I mean, how do you aim and reload when you're flapping around like that? No idea. Scurvy Dog's coming back in, which is really, really good. It looks like, yeah, the Slaughterer is gone. He's just gone at this point, and the bounce power is, and a warg has been dropped. A little late for that. I don't know if there was another one before, but if there wasn't, this was not a good time to do it. They should have done it near the start, which I suspect they did, I just didn't notice. So the speed charge bonus and attack, melee attack has gone up. But that doesn't really help when you've got cannons and pistols shooting at you. And it looks like the greenskins are finally starting to break. Oh, it looks like they're being taken out. That's such a shame. Yeah, they're now finally finished. But now you've got this group of gunnery mobs shooting them. Even though they've got savage orcs behind, which are being fired away, they're just shooting them to the back of them. Scurvy Dog's getting in there, getting a good mix. Oh! The count is down! The count has been taken down by the Goblin Big Boss on a spider! Remember how small you might be, guys. You are important. That's the moral of today's lesson. But is it enough to turn the tide? Or is it... Oh, and he's broken now. And it looks like the greenskins are all going. We've got some Arrow Boys giving support. But there is a second Colossus. But the count got taken out, guys. That's fantastic. Got the Unbreakable Night Goblins up. That's going to be okay. Savage Orbs coming in as well. This is not looking great. Because remember, these guys have to lad. But you do have a Colossus. The Scurvy Dogs look like they are critical binding as well. These guys are rallying as well, but they're critical binding. But the Flyers are now getting involved, trying to scare them off. Yeah, the Savage Orcs are out there. We do have the Goblins. Look, the 7 brave Goblins. Dealing with, just hacking at this thing. Why won't you die? I mean, how much damage are they doing? You guys seeing that? That's how much damage they're doing. Bless them. They try. In fact, there's 4 of them left, and I think that's because he stomped on them by accident. He's not actually shooting them, he's just accidentally standing on them. Oh, and there are some shots coming in here as well. But I think, even with the count down, the Vampire Coast have got the win here. How many's left? There's 3 left. Oh, he's dead. Oh no! Got shot in the face by a cannon. And the final one falls. And I think it's safe to say at this point, that is the greenskins done with. There's some brave goblins here. Not entirely sure why. It's like, we're brave goblins. It's like, are you going to get involved? Nope, we're off. And the army then shatters. And the Vampire Coast win the day. Fantastic game by both players. So close. The greenskins were so close to getting there. Wow, look at the kills though. 213, 238. It's just, that's insane. I think what was a big part of that was the Nasty Skulkers got shot down quickly. General Confusion refused to be brought out. He refused to let them lure him into the woods. He stayed on that hill. He stayed in that defensive formation. And his scout forces were the 3 Scurvy Dogs and the 3 deck droppers. Go into the corners of his side. Got the Nasty Skulkers. Dealt with that surprise and then came in support. And then were chasing down the units that broke. I think it made the big difference. Also, having the Slaughterer on foot in the open, being shot by everything is not a good idea. As soon as he went down, it was a real struggle for the greenskins, and I think that was a big part, was having a really expensive Lord on foot being picked out by 2 Colossus and all of the ranged units. Real shame there. But there we go, guys. 100. There we go. To 8. Oh, it is the 8 pink loon. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Okay, what's the other one then? Why did it not say that? I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, it was the 8 peak lunars with 153 kills. And let's not forget our heroic Night Goblin Big Boss who did take out the count. So there we go, guys. That was the final round. Absolutely brilliant games. We'll now go over to the scoreboard where you can see it's starting to get more and more mixed up. Professor Pone and Loremaster Sotek at the top there with 2 wins each. Raven and General Confusion, they've a win and a loss each. And unfortunately, Gojira and Jonna on occasion, they've 2 losses each at the bottom. But that is not the end, guys. There is always a chance. There's 3 more rounds to go of this group before the final setup. Though Professor Pone and Loremaster Sotek in very comfortable positions at the top there. With them, but it's only the top 2 that get through. So there, we'll finish off on that note. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. Do hit that like button, do comment below, and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more Warhammer Total War Winter Tournament goodness. I was going somewhere with that, trust me. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow for round 2 of Group B. Till then, guys, take care.